Hey, good morning. It's really morning here. Uh, I'm going to be working on some code that I've been working on for the better part of, I don't know, about 2 months now. I had two other projects that I was working on, and they're just way too difficult. I'm just that kind of guy who, you know, thinks big, shoots for the moon, and then gets tired and slides down the ship pile for fun. So today, this is me sliding down the ship pile. But we grabbed a couple of models. An old friend asked me to build this model for him. I gotta change this camera. Camera, I guess. Close on, blurring strength off, person sharpness there. Just leave you at that. Boom. Get the hell out of here. Okay. So, I built this model a few years ago for a friend of mine, Todd Walton. And unfortunately, he and another good friend of mine, Michael Paul Smith, passed away in the same week. And I'm on the spectrum. I don't do well with death. So it really affected me a lot. I didn't know Todd all that well. We didn't spend a lot of time talking, but he spent a lot of time talking in my comments. And I remember those things. Yeah, I also remember a guy named Sheriff Jim passed away. He used to spend a lot of time in my comments. I really miss those fellas. Being a person on ASD, I usually spend a lot of time on my own, and that's the only connection I really have to the outside world is those comments. So, uh, we're gonna make this kid a prominent role, and actually, part of the feature of line of kits that I'm going to be releasing. I don't know when. I ain't gonna put a timeline on it. Screw it. I ain't no Elon Musk. I don't have to do it. Anyways, we've got this one model here. They also have this model here. It's a very old model. I built and I had put on a diorama for a long, long time. However, we're gonna put some apartments in this model. What is this? I'm almost afraid. Cool little detail thing. One of the last ones I got left after everything got stolen. Wonderful. Anyways, duster. Goddamn bench. I hate cats. They really don't listen. Like if they just listened, I'd have all the time and affection in the world for them. But they just don't listen. I just don't give a shit. I can't care for a cat that can't listen. You know? They're vicious little beasts. They're vicious. They're not even worth. They won't even kill anything that you want them to. Get yourself a nice beagle. It'll kill anything. A rat 3 times its size. Beagle go out and destroy that mofo. Anyways, we're gonna take this kit today. We're gonna leave Todd's to the side. And we're gonna put the apartments in here and do a couple of other things. I gotta put some detail parts. I gotta put some paper over the windows. Just a couple of things. Bring it up. See, some things on this thing, I just don't know how it happened. And I don't even want to think about how it happened. Like, who'd put... That's clearly... Oh, a whole bunch of Gorilla Glue. I was gonna have to paint that over as kind of like, I don't know. Maybe we'll put some posters on the side of the wall there or something like that. I'll jump over to the library today and get some little posters printed out, put them on there. Maybe some political ones. What do you think about that? Anyways, we got the back of the model here, as you can see, and we got to prepare for this modeling adventure because we're going to be doing something that I don't think many people have done. And I'm not doing it because people haven't done it before. I'm just doing it because I got really involved with electronics. I wanted to make tricorder. Little doodads like this to measure oxygen and stuff. And geocaching, and then as well as working on a project for my daughter, who's an amazing horsewoman. I'm very, very, very proud of her. So, this video is going to be a little cut up in places. Want you to understand that because I'm going to be having a smoke every now and then. I started smoking. Pandemics and shit does that to you. So, let's get over here. Gotta bring my mouse over here. You're gonna have to get through my being a little bit of a dolt every now and then. Anyways, what we've got here is code. C++. Programming code for Arduinos, and this piece here, well, this here includes the library that brings in all the code that we need for controlling normal peripherals like LEDs and the serial monitor communication and stuff like that. And the PWM, power width modulation and shit like that. Excuse my language. But I've got to write down all these, we got like living room light here on peg 2, and kitchen light on 4, and family room on 7, and then we got a bunch of TVs and stuff, and I gotta write that down so that I'm not constantly losing my way. So let's take this and control plus equals. Okay. Okay. That looks better for me. Just kidding. Control minus. Okay, so I gotta get these written down, and I'm going to let's see, I gotta make this code so that it's available for a couple of different kits because I've got 3 in mine. And each of them basically has the same features, but those features are doing different things. And I really don't want to let the cat out of the bag of the whole thing yet. But first part is writing down these numbers, and then I'm going to pause you. Yeah, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to go have a coffee, and I'm going to turn on my old time radio because it's kind of fun to listen to. And we're gonna get to work. Um, this ain't a live stream. This is pre-recorded because it's 4:30 in the morning at the moment. I just jumped out of the shower, so I've been up since probably about 10 to 4, and I don't know who's up at this time. So pretty soon we'll start doing live streams when I feel more comfortable doing it. But it's been a long time, and I gotta tell you, people make me angry. A lot of you guys who've been around and been with me for a long time, you know that. I fly off the handle and talk shit and tell people to go F themselves and stuff like that. Well, I'm still doing that, especially in the town that I live in. Like, I'm a part of a bunch of Facebook groups, and, well, this town I live in here, they think their shit don't stink, and I can't even drink their water. I just don't get it. Anyway, so we've got living room, kitchen, family room. Living room and family room are the same thing. I think we're going to rename the family room, but I'm just going to write it down as it is right now. So I still have to remember how I have it set out because basically this code is called upon at least 3 times in the structure. Master bedroom, embed, bed 1, bed 2, nightlight, a dining room light. Man, see, we got a bunch of stuff here that could be changed. Like on Todd's model, there's gonna be a porch light in the mudroom. And then in the apartment buildings, there ain't going to be any of that, right? However, we want our code to actually, kind of have the same structure throughout. So I want to be able to. So then we got the TVs. And some of these TVs may be changed. They actually will be changed. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there'll probably be. Yeah, I only really need 4. So I could add 2 more. Ah, bugger. See, the second I change these, we're going to have problems. I screwed that all up. Caps are on. It's as if my son was using my computer. Okay. So we got family room light, family room light. Let's just change this to okay, so this is the apartment room. Apartments. We'll figure it out. I don't give a shit. Okay, so how many of these we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Attic. And the living room times 2. Okay, so we got 2, 4, family 7, master bedroom 8, back up to the top for family room 10, attic is 11. Then we got 12, 13, A2, A3. 12, 13, A2, A3. Okay. And then our TVs, we've got 4. You know what? I'm going to leave this code the way it was. There you go. So we're just going to cross this out for now. Oops. 2, and then the attic. Should really called Attic TV? That's stupid. Okay, so those are done. 2, 4, 7, 8, 12, 13, A2 and A3. The TVs are 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, and 11. I don't care what they're called because they're going to be apartment 1, apartment 2, and apartment 3, and then 2 bedroom light. And then we got 3 bedroom TVs for each of those apartments, and then the top floor is going to be a storage area, and the bottom's gonna be a store. But I gotta get some good old paper bag to put over the windows so that it looks like they're starting back up. Gotta use the laser cutter to make some doors, some new doors for that. So yeah. So I'm gonna pause you for a second here. Okay, to see what was going on a little bit. So yeah, I just got everything written down on the paper here. So that we know what our pinouts are, so that we can have our pins come out properly and go on to our breadboard way over here. And once we get everything tested properly, then we'll use our handy dandy welder over here and solder everything together. We gotta figure out which lights we like to use too. I know that in my test, um, I'll place the test in this video as part of this. It's up on my channel, but I don't know if anybody watches that anymore. Um, to show that the first test was working, and this is actually um gone a bunch more complicated than it had to be. Um, as you can see, last night we were able to get a lot of testing through. So it started off. Where does it say? I know it took a long time for me to change the code to morning. But so I changed the code from nighttime, started out at nighttime, and it was going all through the night. And that's like 6 hour run. So it was like, what the hell are you doing, Ron? You stupid dummy, you're gonna wait there for 4 hours before you get to the next run? What an idiot. Anyways, so uh we got the morning routine, and then I had to tell it to add the time at the top of the hour to tell me when things were gonna change so that I could come across and show it on camera. Come on here. God, there was a lot of waiting there. Yeah, I started at 6, and then I was like, oh my God, this is taking a long time. So then I changed it from, oh, what was it? Uh, I can't remember. Maybe I said it in the video, but, um, I had to change it to, a 24-hour period in 1 hour so that I would do it real quick. And that actually worked pretty good. It was still a long time. Why isn't it showing it? Did it not? It seems like it didn't grab. Or maybe it just ran all night long. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Come on here. I better be going the right way, or I'm gonna be pissed. See, look at that. So everyone's away. I should show the time just as it changes. There's one. There, 9 o'clock. So I'll show you a bit of what's going on the back end. I did all the hard work. I'm gonna try to sell these as kits because I don't know, over the last couple of years, it's been kind of hell trying to eke out an existence at $15 an hour, especially running a front end loader. Or the only good job I had was in the steel mill in Hamilton, and that was too far away from the family. And I held the job too long to really save the family, so it's just me and the boy now. And I'm gonna try to sell these as kits if you guys don't mind. I've got the laser cutters, I've got wood, I've got the Arduinos, I've got everything I need. Actually, we've got a bunch of different things that can come out in the woodwork. Wi-Fi enabled Arduinos, and maybe even a Raspberry Pi version. However, I've got lots to learn. I'm not a proficient coder in any ways. It's not my full-time job, obviously. And there's going to be a lot of mistakes in the code. It's going to be a lot of confusion. But I'll be right back. I'm going to make myself a coffee. And I thought there would be a pause here somewhere. Anyways, okay, so
The number one selling mystery character in all
let's see if we can get the
hard-hitting private eye, Mike Hammer. Ricky's Filet Mystery, that Hammer guy.
listen to some nice old time radio. Turn this down a bit. I don't know how loud that is or not, but so what I'm doing right now is I'm taping in some walls in for our floors and bedrooms. Remember, this is a test. This is a building that I built probably about could be about 20 years ago at oh god, that guy still hates me saying it. The original Imagine That laser art before it was ITLA scale models. And an acronym I came up with. You know what happens? Jealousy is a very terrible feature of humankind.
But definitely settled outside of it. Not
This last one. I get a pair too. So, okay, I'm fine.
yeah, what is no, no. While the world exploded into orange glasses, I just saw was a pair of old beat up brown and white scissors. The stabbing feeling inside brings you out of the whirling
I had a pair of scissors around here somewhere.
the unfriendly.
So I put the radio on so I don't have to talk this entire time.
What? That's how I think it's like
Hopefully, you guys don't mind. Who wants to listen to me yammer for hours and hours on straight? Anyways, I have a feeling that this is gonna be a few hours this stream, or well, pre-recording.
Yeah, I want to think with that. So, all right, let's talk. Where you don't want any trouble with cops, they ask a lot of questions. We don't want any trouble with the cops either. We've got enough trouble already. I'll bet you have. Like I said, your clothes are on the chair. We need the room counter for a shoot sale. This is 10 minutes to get out. Well, I'll need more. 10 minutes for a couple of minutes. You have to still get stuff. Still, you know, big hospital where you get your neck wrapped around it. So what's my quest? So you're going to go around and get hypnotized for a long time.
And so, I didn't put a door in between the bedrooms and the living room. Like I said, the top room's going to be there's going to be a storage area. This is just a test, basically, to test through the whole system. So, let's get in here and find our LEDs.
I don't believe no I double here, no, even the free told me the truth. I did. No, your fees. Yeah, I'm getting price. What if you didn't level with the LB banks? That won't be the reputation of this joint outfit, it'll be you.
Sorry if my head's in the way. First stream always happens to have a inevitable looking for parts. So I know that our little SMD, our 808, our nano LEDs, the black is our ground. And that ground's going to need a 1K resistor for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's start by taping them on the roofs, each of their places.
Oh, where is he? Bring it where?
I'm not an expert in this because this is the first day I'm doing this, but I expect the best place to put our lights is on the roof of our areas so that we're always, as modelers, looking down as a helicopter view. This will be the bedroom light.
Yeah, you're lucky I know what kind of it is. I might do the list. You can get a free power. Either I have a short memory or you had a long memory. But you want, I'm old enough to know. You power this. You know where there's the information from. What information? But you're not Frank Long. You'll have to look for me. Where's Frank? My date's with him. He's been dead over an hour. Try again. I just talked to him 20 minutes ago. You talked for me. To what? About money? About the 500 hours. Here's your Lisa paid off like that. Oh, you can tell me what you're going to tell me. Sure. Well, after 500. No. I didn't think so. Then why would this relationship be cheapened by money? But you're funny. Running lucky. I didn't think so. I'm fine. Those are your leaders. Don't overrate yourself. I just hate to see people killed. It messes up our fair city streets. Sure. What's that supposed to mean? Frankie Martin was looking for his wife, Lori, wasn't he? So somebody didn't want him to find her, so he got killed. So he got killed. What's that have to do with me? You know where his wife is, don't you? All right, I do. Why should you want to know? You're no cop, are you? No, I'm no cop. I'm curious about Lillian Martin, and I went there, beat up savages. I stopped when establishing slugs for Frank Martin before the mistake was corrected. How did she? Maybe I could locate him for you. Cash on my line, of course. What a wonderful friend you've made. My only friend I have looks at me in the mirror every morning when I brush my teeth. Don't you like to think that people like this? I learned early in life that you just throw me on the spit. Sorry for her.
So while I was having my coffee and smoke, I wrote down all the required lights for our structure.
No good.
And it just so happens that we have just enough for all the bedrooms, all the living rooms, the store, the back door, and the TVs.
The one down the park. Like a thing. Well, I think he's in the time.
At the moment, I'm wondering to myself if I want to use small blue LEDs for my TVs, but we'll see about that.
Even a sad little song, whatever the news stops today without record. Dear future, every video that she was of your twinkle black of your king. Won't so good and tell me why I fear is heaven if I cry. Keep saying with your sticky line.
Okay, so bedroom lights.
Seems on the flag. People have energy every morning because Kix is an 83% crunchy food. Start your day with Kix corn puff. Tender, tasty, crisp. Eat Kix. Food for action. Oh, with grand me, Kix like something it's always full of pepper and
Okay, that's finished putting in our living room lights.
And now back to the machines for the mystery. And ever God.
For anybody watching, I've already mentioned I'm on this. Maybe I didn't.
She was feeling for $500. Cost me that an apartment book is $2.40, and several matchbooks advertising the friction for after Carfax and Thomas.
I got a problem with pricing out my services. So number one, if a person had a model, how much would it be worth to add automated lighting to that model? I don't know how much the electronics involved would be. I'd have to look it up. I think it would be, how many did we count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's probably about $3 in LEDs. Drinking.
Everything. What's that supposed to be? Two kinds of people in this world. One is a long story.
I think the Arduinos are probably about $12 to $20.
I'll give a place to sleep. You gotta jump up.
And we'll see in a second how long it's going to take for me to wire up one building.
And she took them away from
Yeah, it took about 2 weeks to come up with the code to do all this stuff too. So there's got to be a price put on the code too. Anybody can really put together this basic code, but to add the fast clock and the nighttime switch being the switch that either turns it off to be a fraction of the time.
Which in before, things would have been too. Yeah.
Reduce nighttime for a major part. And add the TV flickering. That was a score. Holy smokes!
You try everything.
Had 3 different people help me with the code, and all of them had a different answer, which is the beauty of coding, really, because there always is a different answer. There's a different way to do everything in coding.
These lemons filthy with empty bottles and smells like old foam leaf. It's came out still. She's fallen on the bed, putting her feet against the backboard in time for the phonograph record. I mean, that's a great song by sophisticated lending. What do you want to see about her? I remember when guys didn't have to have a reading to see me. Well, you know what my research? Yeah. Lillian, I always say, what's the matter with me?
And then on the other hand, there's the full kits that will come with the electronics themselves. So we'll have
You know something. That's why you have
the basic cost added on top of a kit like this. Many downtown kits, and
we always change their mind. No. There's going to be something in for me besides a drink of the vodka.
Whether the new owner likes it or not.
I felt sick. I can't afford it. Too late, huh?
I was there when the designs were created, and I know what they were created for. This was a fun story. The original, imagine that laser art, was actually.
It's been nice to read. At the bottom of the ladder, in the mud. Where's the money? It's called the Gotham Fund down at Boston.
There's actually going to be an exhibit. Oh, there we go. An exhibit for a really cool. See, I'm from Windsor, Ontario, Canada, right across the river from Detroit, United States, Detroit, Michigan. And Detroit has a long history of the mafia and the mob. And I don't know if it's my generation or people who just live in
Even though it's not worth the violence between the lines. When you find Dave Williams doing flop out,
I don't know if it's a Windsor, Detroit thing or like a big city thing or just my generation, but we're kind of keen on
find out like what it's on me. Yeah. Yeah, I understand it, Jason.
always keen on the mob, so that was kind of a cool project for me to want to be a part of, and so that's what these models came from. They all have a little bit of history involved with them towards the mob, and I was quite keen to try and be a part of that.
But if you write over, you know, get hold of it.
So
Shovel then? Release it.
these models weren't all put together because of the ideas of a retired auto worker. They were actually a dream of his to create a mafia type exhibit in Windsor. However, the person who was going to fund the operation dropped out.
You want to turn back and let's look at the next is correct, but you hold yourself in meaning not. You were in the Friday crowd and presided as you looked at. You failed to what's only a part of the that park area. You're watching go in, call in the house phone, and then take off. The doorman tells you his call was to the penthouse occupied by a Mr. and Mrs. Stephen King. King himself greets you at the penthouse door, shows you the library, and asks you questions with a calm and efficient searching. I'm sorry, Mr. Miller, but I never heard of this Lillian Mum. I didn't think you did. This isn't her kind of work. I suppose we ourselves create our own kind of work. Yeah, well, sometimes you get something wrong. You might expect it. I happen to believe that we are the masters for our own destiny. Maybe you're right. Right, but then you put someone to blame. What do you mean by that? I mean, the guy who called up here a few minutes ago. Maybe it's no fear. This one is
So
well, for him to call.
I'm quite keen to figure out.
Call.
I forget what I was talking about.
It was better than they called. See what's wrong? I don't know. What should you playing it out with?
Oh yeah, I'm quite keen to make a couple of kits that have, you know, kind of fit that profile of being inspired by the mob.
Like you have outside interests such as.
Okay, so here I'm going to test a resistors.
You know, like you said. But I'd still like to know about that phone. Then why don't you ask for your life? Well, I thought you said you didn't know whether or not she was here. I was only talking in spirit. I like people to know how well paid your job. Saves embarrassing talk about big difference in our ages. Mm-hmm. But you might call her. She's resting here sitting. Who make her read? If you like. You go into the sitting room, and the first feeling you get is the fluffiness of the ruffles and the smoothness. Exactly.
However, these kits are going to be
Mhm.
a big part of
And it's not a
my future. It's been a dream of mine to own a house, and I lost my family in the process of trying to get a house, which is unfortunate.
in the same squad and stuff. My daughter.
And
Same song, same pretty
turn on our soldering iron.
My
Let's see if you got.
me?
While I was moving things around yesterday, I found a bunch of my different solders. I want to see if I got the spiciest one. You want thin solder. Thin solder.
You're not looking like you must hate to laugh at. I mean, I'm not that young. You got the name mixed up. Mine's Vera. Sure. Vera and a lot of other things too, including Mrs. Helen Keene. Now who's changing too much? Look, I saw your photo in your sitting room with your autograph. Oh? Oh. I bet everything's making themselves up but never down, like you. And you didn't believe Dave about my death 6 months ago? I almost did until I saw his sewing shoes under the bed. Fancy? The worst kind. I was shot by a guy wearing saddle shoes. Oh? Oh. Pity I didn't have a chance to $20.
Funny, it's got the same sticker except
Nope.
it's got slightly different name. We got two
I didn't have
young Runbow solder and one's Runbow. Kind of like this is the original company and this company buys off of this company. That's kind of funny. Anyways, I also have another type of solder here that I like very much. The two.
pick anyone, Mark.
Okay, so
You call me, so you would like to. Come on. No, try. Everybody's fine. One time I you should believe that. Doesn't make any difference now. Doesn't it?
so what do we got here? We got
Good. You thought it wouldn't be? Yeah, but it is, huh? Very. Don't ever use it. You think I can't hear alarm? I think you're bluffing.
there's two ways to check for the anode of a LED. First one is to find leg size. And the second one is to find the flat side of the LED.
No, you not. No. That's what I know it's like that. You know, that English not. The had it on the person, young enough. Now it's online. You just switch your eyes from the level to the twisted body on the floor. The sophisticated lady.
I'll be right back. I gotta grab my phone. Figures, phone's dead. Okay. So this is something. Okay, so I think in the living room we're gonna put a 250 ohm resistor, and then in the bedroom we're gonna put 1000k ohm resistor, and for our
Please run a deal of flaw. No, all of it. It's quick. No more than 20 minutes to your call. That's not people. I'm so crazy. Well, I love it. So I love my employees. So, the regular lieutenant's on the homicide detail, San Francisco Police.
tin
The, wheel of
anode and the cathode. It's by putting a little bit of solder on each. I'm
the
gonna put that piece.
Let's go classified.
Put some more on.
Yeah. The drive, the play, and
Put some solder on one side of this resistor.
the doctor saying, wait, I don't know what it is.
Put this back in the stand for a second.
Yeah, yeah. Without waking out at night, you can't remember. Everything came out before.
Now this other light that I put in here, I forgot which one was the short one, and I have them all bent up weird, so I need my phone to be able to see. um,
Single topic on my memory, the memory, recovery. And ninja is a trickster, so I am not a doctor. You know what even hard to help me? Well, I can get in language, head doctor right here in the building. It's also, living first. I'm not missing her time, I didn't. I mean, where you are, somebody might be missing you, that's all. Well, then, might be why, because I'm crying enough. I was knowing you, so you want to find out. What if I do? I don't really care about that knowing. I want to find out. Right, Joe? Have to understand. Where's the guy in this life? Might save my life. For what? I'll try to tell you exactly what happened. First, I looked at my boss. It was 3 minutes past 2. The table fell off to $4 million. It's a number that I've seen before, but I couldn't remember. He stepped on the side and he turned on my arm. I tried to away. You can see them actually. I don't want to be. They're not working. No. It's happy.
since one, I'm gonna turn this off. Do a little test. One of these clips.
Andy, I don't know. No, not good. David, got my hair. Where's the Could be kind of
Now the short leg's the ground. So we'll put that on the other side of the resistor. And let's grab a red one here just to be fancy.
What's that? The first
And we'll take this and we'll separate them a bit.
body screws, finite. Nothing here that could have been bought in any drugstore. Sailor's West Bile, Del Calcutta, 1100 Embarcadero.
Let's see what this looks like.
That's right. 120 with that little number. I don't know. Why did you have to tell me? Send all of your money.
Oh, what?
Wow. If I have to. Why?
It broke off. Bugger.
Always saw him. Ring any bells?
That's still pretty bright.
Two. You're right, too. Big thing.
Huh. Okay.
That. What is the thing? Your number. Well, you are. You know what that's my name. I mean, say, good point on you the next one. I'm proud, all right. You look like
Let's see if this does anything different. We'll do 10,000. See, it doesn't matter how much resistance you put onto your LED. Well, yeah, like the minimum amount is about 220 or 200, but
that's the first man.
there really is no maximum.
Like, I'm not about the straw. That's a good thing. He's saying, I don't remember something. I hope I can forget. Oh, Shiggy. I'll bring you back to town. Why not, you know? That doesn't matter. I know you, the man you were you for you. Well, this time with Shiggy Dollar. Give him take a look at you on your face. How you want the table with one of them. Get that thing now, get it clean. You was battling that drill all day, right? Damn, what's that? Those ways of never remember. I'll see it. Give you a chance to bring it all right. There's challenge doing. Bring it on to them.
Okay.
They just try to give you a call, no? Kind of a free of your phone. Classic, up in a cheap river like this, walking around with a non-tip point gun. And then, if the guy was like to be this thing, I can, contact. And you got to put your account.
Seems like it's much lighter. Okay, so let's solder the bits out of this.
Try it one. Talking about.
Turn back on my soldering iron. Now today I'm gonna have to go get some shrink tube to be able to do this properly.
Please.
Bring over some of my goop.
Okay. What? Get it. You look at it. Smile. Which one was on the one too old? You want steak? I got some bite. I want it. He's working. He's a 7 all the time. I watch it when he wanted to kill her. I couldn't stay to it. Close my shield. What's it called? He said, name of Solorenko. You
can shut up, cat.
Yeah, moving up.
There we go. I'm gonna do this for each of our
The flying is smaller. More than the flat buildings. Sprinkles with a fine, curry white powder.
I'm gonna do 3 with the 10K. Well, this is 1K. Where'd my 10K go? Oh, well, it's actually probably a good idea for me to test out each of them.
Uniform with waffle. Well, look, I'm going to put the best cut. I wondered if Poppy would be able to jog her memory that far back. I found another weapon. I hope you could. I really did.
The beauty of Our little goop here. Gosh darn it, just keep on losing everything.
You are the well-known book. Help your marriage have totally on the job. Recently, thousands of people from coast to coast who walk miles on 3 miles on a hurt side were at
2
miles to 6. On a previously you.
So that one's 10,000. That one's 250. Or 1,000, I mean. Let's grab one of these 250s over here. Actually, that's a 1,000 too. I love listening to this old time radio. Actually thinking about downloading them and putting them on my own channel overnight so that I could just listen to my own channel while I'm streaming. Use that nice little tool there. You can see it cleans up the tip of my soldering iron very nicely.
Great point. I think got the best one. We were throwing into the water. This is a technique for a polished writing. The fight is the class. They're going to fly. They're moving oxygen room 1 to 1. Excuse me. I am Cornetto. Please, I shall kick off. I am so happy. I just have enough. It's a great, great, good. I am so happy. I am Cornetto. So you told me to what? Well, I would say 1 month you had to wait $300 a night, but you share out yourself. I am not really totally wrong with myself. But you are the church not classy for months long. That keeps up that there was more time. Be careful even outside our eyes. None of the other stuff is transmitted. So,
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's use up all these old resistors that we've got over here because they ain't gonna last too long anymore. So I've been using them to test out. This is a 220 here.
you could stop it in your office. If it's blood, good. I can walk. It's like so from off. For which I alive. With. The January opening church by exposing his right white cell blasting his brother's crystals.
I wonder if this is working yet. Yeah. Okay.
That's like one of his like.
Microscope here. However, I don't have my USB stick thing. I can't find it. And not really in a position to
You can get fucking to sleep on your set. I am waking up in conflict that why do you wish I could tell you my operation? More important things that should be discussed. I think so too. I think it's fact. What is that something I want to find a lot of a chow and in the San Francisco and you're it. Excuse me, I am not comforting what I mean while you were out for the NSA. I planted the goods, whatever they are, in or under.
come on.
You will. Oh, what? You will. Look, I show you. She splits out the content. Instead of X-ray film, straight of it line,
There you go.
or the show.
Take that, we'll zoom it in.
Nothing new.
Well, I don't know if you can see that or not, but up on the top, there's a flat spot. And that means that that's the ground.
What is now?
What the hell is Elon doing up already?
You're just a light. I know. You're just gonna cry right now. You just come in safe place for you. From what? I'm actually the market in here, especially on the ones that doesn't find like
I think he's off his meds again. Poor guy.
Takes away. What do you want, Steve? A blasted gun factory and what I gives it all. It's not like you made that dirty. They get them on a shot if I get going. Where's the laser on? My price goes up 1,000 points every night he's in this room where he gets a 10,000 I still then the price goes to 100 to say, Jeremy, I'm gonna get all the fuck you got there on top of it, don't be angry. He says, wait in the other room. It's your crying. I get my line. And his bike went worse than five. Go transform this a living reunion. I didn't have bottom of the wheel. So you know about the thing I do better than that. That may well be, sir. You know what to do with it. I have two possibilities. I can throw it over the top and you would know I can do it. The great big feature. Don't put it with your toes, let's go up, so we know. If we are wrong, it stops right here. You put a stop right to your face. That's where you need my answer. This is part of it. Then it's one of those flights that comes over the road car away, so I got three more just like it, but I tell you how before you would say to them more. But
Okay. So now we're gonna put this to the side. We gotta clean this whole rack up. That's for sure. So I think I want to put the TVs up against the front wall so it's not easy to see them.
That's by the Western Power. Move the consequence. Repeat. Are you in the where the up and get the fourth power? For what do they do? That little wheel goes, it's a wheel of life, which the Buddha himself is said to receive into its and comes out at night. Give it a direct. The Jews who dismounted bit of a shrine, which even in the most miserable surroundings,
Still don't have any wire,
speak for an art.
enough wire to, wires are arriving this week. Actually, I can hack it off of this.
Talking about I never thought the murder was talking to murder for Carolina. Careful.
So,
Let's see, I picked delivery. Look at her. Little girl, listen. It's fantastic. People don't say, none of that. You're not good. Stop. Here you go. Look at the planet. Okay. Boy. They put some clean sheets on that lawn, like it's 5, 6 feet. I may be your next passenger.
okay. So we're gonna use this one black wire.
I say, I want the air to come out here now. So no last moment my wife and my bag of that here to leave. Pretty well, grab your salary. Shut the light well. Feel.
It's in our wire.
Be proud of that. You're comfortable with that, so I don't comfortable with it. Do I, you want to comfortable? I'm comfortable. You take on. Eat her down. It's longer, that's what I have to.
That works perfect. Yeah.
When you and me, just a handy little jacket that I don't know underneath. When you find it, because here's the blank myself. Here it is. Clean the 3/4.
got this piece right, this red piece here, so that I could solder easier, but it ain't doing shit for me right now.
That's one. Definitely, I mean, definitely that plastic gas has to stay out to go to. Very, very. I'm feeling yourself.
Yes, and I just said that. But right here, and I always think it's pretty awesome, but I got a guy and he's right about that. So now this is
Pretty much. Pretty much.
We fixed that side. I'm left-handed, obviously.
Honestly, I don't know about. Oh, I thought maybe from this team. You wouldn't come over here this time of the day. Bring some of these. Let's go.
On one side. On this side, I want my orange to represent my red.
Gorgeous woman, right? In this one. Stop down have a whole portrait. Here, Mr. Diamond. Gloria who doesn't trust away from the fashion department. At least once a week, I
Okay.
living room and listen to the sound of the melodies. Last week, however, I waited for 7 straight days without result. You did not see. Please, Mr. Diamond, for the sake of my family, continue to sing at least once a week. I am beginning to nag my husband, and yet since I took the rubber phone away from my French food. You see, it's getting to be a real problem with me, and if you want to save me the $25 a day, I would have to pay my psychiatrist. Sitting. Yours expectantly missing. Mean Cartwright. Look at it.
Okay.
Some of them are the best.
Put our tape on it.
What do you want? My dear Mr. Diamond, I have been listening to your beautiful singing. What? Oh, what you just read. I've been listening. No, the last one. Your beautiful singing? Verse of the tragedy. Are you sure? Come on, finish it now. Finish it. Well, I've just been listening to your beautiful singing. And many times I've seen you going into Miss Asher's apartment, and I think you are as beautiful as your woman. Oh, what? You said it. So not the scene, only the last one. How would you listen? Last week, I waited and waited, but you didn't sing. No word in Miss Asher's apartment, and you certainly have a job. If Miss Asher is the one that won't let you sing,
Come over to my garden. I have a piano, my chuck, got it, 9 heart, a button, we over. Time, almost hardly plan, seven.
Turn that was your belong.
Wait, what are you trying?
The window. There's a little something here.
The air conditioning's on. Now stay away from that piano.
I knew it. No, it's fine. You don't want this.
At 11 o'clock in the morning? You seem to know. We're on here.
Shame. Yes, you. You want to deprive those poor, discouraged people of a little honest, simple pleasure? You want them to take a dog's blown away again? So, I'll tell you what'll happen. Those people might not leave their apartments today. It'll get to be like a prison camp. Think of it. No food. They won't leave the building even to go out and get an order. They're alive. And you know what?
What?
You're dying like flies.
Oh, go on.
Dying like flies.
Okay, so that's the bedroom light, bedroom TV there. God, this is getting pretty hot. We got lots to do.
What do we have?
I think I should have added these before.
You want to share your time with me?
Feel more than that to as I social.
Huh?
Me.
Yes.
Same stuff. 101. How
Okay.
my little bunny.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
I think so.
Try again.
101.
Nice.
Yes.
I heard it.
It's a lot.
Nick,
It's
that's me. It's me.
what we're doing.
Got one hell of a load of lights going on here. I think the only light we're not going to be able to put on is probably our.
Must have picked the garage of all flats. Thousands starving tenants.
Thousands.
Stand back.
Good luck.
Thank you. You are my sunshine. 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 You are my
Okay.
Everyone listen to like this.
All right. Now you haven't got to save those. You are.
Oops, I put that on the wrong one.
Doesn't like it. Let's face it. You'll probably get so desperate we have to move. I wonder what he's doing right now.
Now, planning something huge.
He's going to start shooting burning arrows.
But about you. Now let's take care of it close.
Well, sometimes some things like that happen. I come on to a big baritone for this right place. Telling us to feed me hot lemon juice and honey for about 3 hours. Then the crowd across the way in the next department starts thinking of the 10 best ways to eliminate diamond. Think I'm kidding? Well, let me tell you. I didn't know it then, but that fast course of You Are My Sunshine with my own lyrics started more trouble than a humped up house and a herd of elephants. While Helen fed me the tonsil, dropped there. Oh, I worked with it. I tried to sleep with my peace. He's just to the thing.
Oh God. Okay. Well,
Right.
I guess what we're gonna do is
What? Okay. Mhm. It's fine.
I don't want to cut up any more of these wires here because I really need them. Need them.
So then you go on.
God, that's a bugger.
So you go up. You turn it on. You know, the long thing. Well, because that's how it turns another question. You're line one. Yeah. The
Okay, I'm gonna take a break for a second so that I can find those wires, have a smoke, and make another coffee, or at least drink what I've got. I might have the TVs all installed by the time we get back, and then we'll start wiring up the back wall with the alley light. Perfect timing.
like sorry. The film hunter.
As I was trying to fix it, I noticed we changed. So now we've got our store light on at the bottom and the storage light on at the top. And that's during the day. And as you can see, it says everyone is away. But I'm going to change that to say the store is open and everyone's at work.
You know, again, we're pretty hard.
Awesome. Still have to change some brightness levels and stuff. I'll be right back when we've sorted that out because it's going to take about a couple minutes.
Then the second car came along and passed the curb, but it stopped, backed up, and then took the same road around that thing. Did she got away? I don't know. But come on outside, Sam. I want to take a look at this.
Okay, so one thing I noticed during the time change, we've got this up sped up for testing purposes. 24 hours should take an hour now. But I also noticed that the light was flickering for
Where? Yes.
the bedroom TV.
Police actually don't identify how was party. He left the party while the officer was still questioning the rest of them.
So somehow things are.
So come on up to the phone. He's with a friend. He can come when he gets to now. All right, so it doesn't make sense. His fiance and his short friend were right up both dead. I'm just running the tires on my car to keep out of free. Those are the facts. Makes sense later. I called over Clayton to hurry up. Yeah. Where she intended to go when she left here to console him on this. Scavenge out hunt my Aunt Minnie. Hello? Hello, is Mr. Grover there? No? Oh, has Miss Langley arrived yet? Oh, yes, maybe. One minute. What's that? She's coming up the walk now? Hold on. It's coming. Let's out. No, where do you live? 24061. All right. Tell her I sent for her wait outside in the back lap office, but you can get over there and pick her up. Take her to your place and I'll bring Grover down. Right. Where are you going now? Civil Infinity. All right. When I can get there faster than I can call on the phone. Good luck, Sandy. Certainly repeating my name over Grover's grave on the floor as I left. A few minutes later, at the local gas station on Hollywood Boulevard, I found the bar-looking sardonic in the blinking light of a flying red neon horse from his head. He flipped to a second.
Huh.
Wait a minute, Yvonne, I got a thing going wrong. It's a pigeon. Steady as call have been there yet. Go spotting ferret. You didn't let him get away alone. That's good. What do you mean get away? Keep quiet.
So every 2.5 minutes in real time.
No, he's trying to get on. So, but that's not the that's the way it is. We're trying to Lara Simon. For Simon, so that's exactly right. We'll see what they could do. 2406 on. Great. We'll be together in one place. I'll pick up the whole crew in right now. Pick up the pieces remaining. Think that'll be a go. If any minute anymore, I can't miss. Excellent fire. Friend, let's go. Look, Ibarra, maybe Sample hasn't got his home on yet. I'll look at Rovers and try to hit them off, okay? But if you get them at 4 lines of 3 lines, go out way. See you.
I'll wait one more time to see if we're gonna get some everything changing properly.
In the park, there's an item strangely familiar, which hadn't been checked off. Was a canceled ticket from Woodhaven Ballroom. Walrus.
I'm finding the math very complicated and it's hard. Like, I never did very well in math in school. School wasn't very nice to people like me.
Mike Westman, you want to take it from me.
So
Give me this
I wasn't able to learn a lot of math. So I've been taking courses lately to try and learn
every time.
math equations and stuff like that, but it's still difficult for me. I just want to see it change to
Inside barbecue, you know, it's shitless months.
we got breakfast time and then everybody goes to school and work and then the store opens and the storage light comes on. The one thing that's kind of broken right now is that the living room lights are on instead of the bedroom lights. However, right on. Okay, so now, see, as you can see, the bedroom light is actually flickering. Oh, I guess that is the living room light. Oh, okay. So the bedroom lights are coming on. It's just that the living room TV is on, but the bedroom TV on the first floor is not.
Let's if you're really shut out. Gonna wait for it's 35 and you both of it up, okay. Listen, you know, I don't go for blackmail.
I hope you can see that. You see the blue light flickering in there? You can see it a little bit. That's kind of cool. And the fast time is working. But the lights have not dimmed. Might have to put in a lot larger resistor, maybe 20K to 100K. We'll see. And I think the TVs should just stay on maximum brightness. So that they show up over the lights. Everyone is away. It's 8 o'clock. I wonder what happens at 9. Okay, so 6 o'clock in morning routine. At 8 o'clock, everyone is away.
But that phone saved my life.
Right. We're not making a mistake in when he and Sample discovered it, they tried it on his house. I caught Murdoch there, so Sample shot him before he could off.
Trying to I knew they were out. I thought, sure, they killed you. Glad.
Yeah, that threw me for a loop. Then Sample came back to make sure that Murdoch was dead. He sold me a great big little good for the same price. Well, it's a terrible, terrible thing. Yes, but Grover, it is. I don't know, Tim. Thank you, question. If you don't want participation, thank you.
Alright, I'll fix that.
Go on. Okay. Why, yes. I think we no. We have. You know, many words that we do acknowledge in postal records. Why don't you just do it with we listen to it?
That's the Colin.
So that's 8 o'clock. Oh, and then we have to wait till 15. So I'll be right. I'll be back when it's was that 3 o'clock?
Check.
I'll be back at 3 simulated time. Alright, we must be getting close to it changing. I'm gonna finish my coffee waiting.
This guy's got a hotel. Somebody actually that's great. My motherfucker. You want to go to yeah. We'll go to the hotel and register first. You want to wait home? Yes. Let's see who gets the actually right seat. You just have to watch. And it wasn't very far. No, not far. Not on the
That makes things look a little bit better. Easier to see, I guess.
Durante il gruppo sarà di giorno tocca, durante il gruppo da finire da massa. Io, grave fisico, tutto lo strano. La probabile se fornisce il tre. Usi, non c'è che. Io per me. Immagina questo. But it's not like I'm delivering a message to Mr. Craig and no one else. It is important to that. If you do not wish to cooperate, perhaps you will have to try out. What's the idea again? It is just too convenience. Well, wouldn't you much? It looks no different, and you don't know where the message is. But in the future, I would thank you to not people coming in on.
Yes, definitely. Not for you to make a figure out.
This is Mr. Bob. He's a messenger from our friend Jesse, Miss Letts.
Well, what did he say?
Well, the gentleman is reticent about delivering the message. He insists on seeing Mr. Craig. Now, look, what's the fun is fun. You know, we're on this together. I'm just following orders. Yes, it's just following orders. Of course. Yeah. I admire your devotion to God. Nice. This is where Craig lives. Yes, it is. I want to see it. Where is it? Suppose you've got it.
Yes. You've been sharing so
In
much.
shame.
Why? Because quite alone. Come with the child.
But can't the group do something about it? I believe so.
Oh.
Please. Let's get honest. No,
I thought I had it fixed up for testing. Worked really nice yesterday for testing, but all it takes is one wrong. We got a TV on in the living room, and the lights came on, and the store's still open, just like I wanted it to. 'Cause kids are home from school. Now that'll go on for
That's a man.
1500. That's 3 o'clock, 4, 5. So 2 more hours. Then we'll have what will change? Store light high, high.
Then just why did you want to see you? Mr. Valentine, we don't go in for Elizabeth like a lot. No, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm afraid the group would like.
Late night starts at 2200.
She's funny.
And everything shuts off except for the TVs for about a half an hour or 1 hour. 22 to 23, and then all the TVs shut off in the bedrooms because people watch TV at night, right?
Look, I like you more. Why tell me you like the whole thing? You're funny. I used to think I got to see through. No, I'm not to say. Rest of it was
Well, I think one thing we're gonna have to do is use a bigger LED for the TVs. And put in a massive resistor in for each of the ceiling lights. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with how this is going. It took me a couple of months to get this far.
It's funny. Well, nothing. See you later. I hope.
I changed a bunch of code. I don't want to restart it all so you guys have to watch it all go down. I just want to get through a full simulated day. Right to the point where everything shuts off. Which is cool. The actual code, though, will be set at a ratio of 6 to 1, which is the average club's operating time schedule. And I'm going to document how to change the ratio so that it's a lot easier.
But first, the question. What happens when you put your foot down? On the accelerator.
When you put your foot down, you get in the shit. That's a lot.
One feature gasoline to car at the full reward car. Remember,
Now, I wonder why
in the tank.
the TV was flickering.
Real driving question. Shift over now. Lead with all 8 Chevron Supreme. The gasoline is expressed one feature at the expense of others. Chevron Supreme gasoline gives you not
During the daytime.
correct now. Now, quick starting. Fast one. Moving up. Vapor lock prevention. Nerve blending. Smooth acceleration. And economically yours in every gallon of Chevron Supreme. Stop in soon and say, good enough with Chevron Supreme gasoline. Any standard station or independent Chevron station where they say, and we take better care of your car.
Oh, dinner and evening routine started. Nothing changed.
I went back to tonight to finish your short fellow. You're hired by a woman who
You should change it so that the bedroom lights come on at that time, too.
is willing to cooperate. He turns to the government. But are you? And the princess, I'm not confident. Because of this George Valentine, you come to in your voice. And right.
George Johnson, what happened to you?
Listen.
You prejudice and guy. Secret voice me. No.
Birthday, telling us that cool.
Criticism. Strange. I'm George Roger.
You should get using my riding style. Move it, whatever.
I told you to begin have some hot box. Please use the
I
ground.
don't want to stick around it. Great sort of touch on a French tone of all.
Oh,
Yeah, at least you didn't get this. Look, actually, it must be. Let's see.
don't you think that Roland hasn't this?
If anything should happen to me, please take possession of very important information hidden in my room. The instruction will be sufficient to guide you in its use. Use great caution. Grant and the others will try to take it from you. I still hope
Oh, wow.
the job is
That's...
right. That's what I think it is, Mrs.
I don't know when it's gonna change. I'm just gonna leave it till it changes just 'cause forget it. Who cares? Probably most everybody's left anyways.
Information about
I'm gonna set this up as a premiere so that I can chat with you guys while I post the video. Even though it's pre-recorded, I can still chat with you and answer questions along the way or get feedback. Morning, son. How are you? Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So what do you go Friday in the afternoon?
Talking about help. What each not doing guys.
Okay. Need help with anything? Okay, good boy. Very proud of that kid.
You're the radio operator at this airport. For you, he's back.
The code's working for the apartment building. Yeah, it's working. It's kind of working. I'm at about 80% success rate,
Oh,
which is really good for your dad.
thinking that the line. Probably adjusted Washington, D.C. as far as you do it. With a true one. When you guys, I want you on with Florida back. We. This is really like the balance. You find the signature at the bottom. This is the not there's so much whole experience and then you do. I'm done with you anyways. Let's hope you've done this.
Head down now. Okay, you have a great day at work. I love you. See you when you get home.
Maybe morning. Maybe wake up. Maybe I should. By the way,
Do you mind if I borrow $10 so that I can get some shrink wrap at the Canadian Tire?
Yeah, so I'll transfer it.
Okay.
great.
Thank you.
I'll try and get it.
Okay, let me look out. Here you go. So, if you got that episode, it doesn't bother you. Well, I'm going back down to the airport pretty soon. In 7 hours, Washington offices will have been open by tomorrow. That's right. You go ahead, and I'll just. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, okay, wait a second. Still on. Probably better bring us to. Not a complaint from good. That's all right. It's like you're really did hit dynamite. Well, gotta get back to radio. Well, thanks. So long, sir.
What?
Sorry, Major, like the man said.
Did you take care of the
Still being around very hard from either. Well, everything off the internet. Okay, Rachel, let's go.
See,
Please, doctor. Come, what do you mean? These friends served him up the front of the words. No. Greg wasn't in the group by choices. You kind of. Don't later any traitor. He was fired from the Justice Department, yes. The police will have been hurting. No, because they wanted to go to pickets. Now they caught on it. Turn your road to the bottom. You really got to learn, don't you? I think it's my business to know what's going on. Come on, Mama. So, you're a smart young man who thinks he can take matters to his own hands, eh? I warned you up. I guess you're right, isn't it? I suppose we'd better take your advice instead. That night out tomorrow morning. I'm afraid you're wrong about that. I do not think you will move to make an answer that.
George, what do you mean? Yes,
You have quite the depth that using your gun, are you not?
yes. Why do you have this?
I am asking you to do nothing. Except to keep the government's people. I'm going to the group. We will decide what to do with them and
You want to know?
I need to talk to you now. We'll watch them up. I'm not here for that. We haven't done anything, you know. We don't even know anything. You can't do this. I can. Neither citizens. There might be an accident with them. Those essay on it. Touch them carefully. I will remember them.
George, the little here.
Sure, so this. Guys like Brad play for keeps.
True, Martin, so listen. Not the wound between us.
For instance.
I'm going to say,
Right.
I was clear. They're laughing.
You're over here.
Yes. It's true.
Let's get Craig and meet her as fast as we can.
Well,
Doesn't have to be so brave to do work for you.
you forget now that I am the one to scare.
Sure, there are a couple of planes with shot on the airport, you know. Just thought it was a chance worth taking. You think Granick will be away for an hour? Which way, sure.
This way. Jesus. Okay, for what you. It's you got me. Yeah. What are you doing here? What is your people? It is not frustrating. It's a new office. There might be a new boss. Witnesses. I stand guard at this door. And you see, I have to be good. Not. Leon, this was my name again. You come out of money. You're making the very good. Is the very good. My dear son, it's in Sweden, no one. Look at you and him. That's right, come on, we've all got reservations on the breakfast to eat. You're talking a plane, Angel, let's go. Here's the easiest way I know. Keep your tires safe. Like car savers at independent Chevron gas stations and standard stations, keep your tires properly included. Switch them around every 3 to 5,000 miles. Longer tire life. Inspect for nails, glass, and microphone blowouts. Further inspections are free. Tire switching is a car saver service you can purchase with your Chevron National Credit Card. Keep your tires safe. Stop in soon. Complete Saver Tire Checkup at any independent Chevron gas station or standard station where they say, and we take better care of your car. Still is on the list like federal big things. Yes, great word. Come on then. We all hands and heat about now. George, you have the idea that I'm going to be with her.
Oh, nice. She don't
You did.
First I guess she knew I was young.
Uh, I don't think you're a phony darling.
It's not?
You believe me. Couldn't
How's this? I'll just sit back and relax and have a pretty busy day.
Oh, George!
I said, I'm wondering on behalf of independent Chevron gas stations and civil stations throughout the West. Front page is starred George with Virginia Frank. Like George was written by Lloyd Lemon, directed by Kenneth Webb. Ken DeCorsia was heard as Graniff, Byron Kane as Leon Singh, Tom McKee as Stan, and Gene Bates as Robert. Music was composed and presented by Eddie Fenstetter. Your announcer is John Beasley. Listen again this week, same time, same station, to Let George Do It. Let George Do It is heard overseas under the one facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service.
Oh God, I missed it. TV lights on. Late night TV time. Perfect. And then the last one is that the TV turns off. See, it's only on in the bedroom so that the people can watch TV before they go to bed. A little bit of TV before you go to bed. It's just not flickering. Well, actually,
Really? That's the question mark on this television profile.
it is going.
She's much prettier than that. Besides, I'm certain I won't buy a ticket. Perhaps she's dying of a death. Most of them seem related in finding out and surely I'm moving it on the top programs. But do you know that it's no finding things to no. Like this, I can't make out his face right now. See the scars, like in about 48. We've noted a veil in my stomach. There's something on the there's something very rough about his body. Yes, there's the three features. Welcome, you see that? The guy said, look, the only thing, I could swear she indicated she'd want to be a follower. She was going to go after her? Yes. That's wars have been fought on the list. That one, check his paid, let's go. It just passed me that way. I'll become the testing for the sweet all right. After we did get some, a lot. That only depends on whether I did get a single filter.
Okay, I'm good enough with that. Things are working. Late night TV time.
Man,
Oh,
that's the
nighttime, all TVs are off.
I beg your pardon.
But it stops.
Mind telling me what he is. What are you talking about? He's talking about the other.
Okay. Well, anyways, looks like we've got a couple of bugs, but we ran through the full segment and it took a little bit of time. Thank you guys for watching and hope you like the old time radio. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Patreon, Ron Perry, P-A-R-E, is still active. Thank you to the patrons who still support the channel and keep me going. That $25 a month actually goes towards all this stuff, and I'd never be able to do this stuff without you. Thank you all, and I'll talk to you later.